What's up guys, it's Matthew here, and today we're doing a tier list of all the games I played in 2021. Now I did this last year to some success. That video wasn't very good, and this one probably won't be good either because it's unscripted. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing all the games I played this year and putting them in a nice tier list. Yeah, now one change I made to this format was that I added the Shadow Realm, and this is reserved for a few games that I absolutely despise with every ounce of my being. So let's get started. Alright, so Omnibus. There it is. Okay, so Omnibus is a good game. I think it's a pretty solid game, but it's just kind of boring. I played this like 2 years ago, and it's just like a mediocre game overall. There's nothing like interesting about it. It's just like a dumb physics platformer, and the levels are kind of repetitive and boring. There's not really anything unique about it, and that's why I'm putting it in the C tier. Then we have Among Us. This is going in the D tier. I played like one game this year, and it was a very boring game. Nothing really interesting happens in the game anymore. It used to be fun, but then it got overrun by kids who have like the judgmental skills of like a paper plate. It was not fun. Now we have Crash Bandicoot. I'm giving this game an A tier. It is a solid platformer, and it's not that hard. I think a lot of people overhype the difficulty when it first came out. It's not that difficult, to be honest. I 100% completed like the entire game besides the Platinum Relics, and it was really fun. I don't think it's like that hard, to be honest. It's a pretty good game. Then we have Fortnite. Now I have two Fortnites here. Fortnite Chapter 3 and Fortnite Chapter 2. Now Fortnite Chapter 2 is in the Shadow Realm. This game was fun until they were like, yeah guys, here's the crafting system. And I feel like that game just became boring, and a lot of the seasons just took away the fun aspects of the game. There's all these sweaty kids who just are toxic for no reason. It's just not fun. Here we go, Fortnite Chapter 3. This game is solid. I like this way more than the Chapter 2. I know I keep getting season and chapter mixed up, but it is a pretty good game. I like the diversity of the biomes, and the gunplay actually feels good. Not like in the previous chapter where it was just felt like it was an afterthought and it was just a boring experience. There's not really any like challenge to the gunplay. Now we have Aim. Wow, this game's a D tier. This game is the most sweaty thing I've ever seen in my life. I played this like a lot, I think in like September and like August, and it's just a boring game, to be honest. It just makes you worse at shooters. I mean, it's like, this game is like overhyped. It is so like dull. All you do in it is just shoot orbs, and everybody like treats it as like you're like super good if you're good at this. It's not very fun. It's just like a way to just flex on people, and it's just not interesting. Now we have Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is also a D tier. I don't like this game. The story is really bad. I feel like the original is way better in terms of story. And like the cutscenes, there's just too much cutscenes, honestly. The gameplay just takes a side to the story. Halo Infinite. This is another C tier, but it's a fun game. I mean, it's just kind of mediocre, to be honest. It's a fun game, but it's just super unbalanced. I think that this is a game that has pros and cons that perfectly outweigh each other, so it's just mediocre. Now we have Apex Legends. I give this game a B tier. This game is a pretty solid Battle Royale. It's probably the best Battle Royale out there. But it's just that the new, the one where they added Seer was super stupid. Like, that character was, like, the most dumb thing I've ever seen in my life. He was the most, like, unbalanced thing I've ever seen in any game besides maybe League of Legends. Yeah, you know, League of Legends is an S tier game. This game is really hard for new players to learn. Like, I was just teaching my friend how to play, and he had no clue what was happening. You could literally teach a college course on how much all this stuff in this game. This game is pretty solid if you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's a complete dumpster fire, and that's why I gave it a C tier last year. But since I learned the game, it's just fun. It's just a fun game where you just mess around, and I feel like if this game was easier for new players to like understand, it would be way more popular. Now we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. I give this game an A tier. It is very good. It is not as good as the original, which is unfortunate. It's just too short. It's kind of like the Uncharted Lost Legacy, but it is way better than that game, so that's why it's an A tier. We have 7 Evil Residents. I give this game a B tier. This game is a solid horror game, and I really liked it. It wasn't that scary, but when you get to the lady's house with the bugs, that was horrifying. All right, now we have Astro's Player, and this is a C tier game. I mean, it's a solid game, but it's just like, it's like 4 hours long, and I literally completed it. Like, I got the Platinum Trophy in 4 hours. I have Cluster Truck. I give this game an A tier. This game is awesome. I just love it. It's just like the movement is just amazing, and like the concept of just using trucks is just really cool. I think that's really cool how there's like a dynamic to the platforms in that game. Then we have Portal 2. I give this game an A tier. This game is really good. I think this is one of the best PC games I've ever played that's like single player based. But I feel like the problem with games is there's just too many loading screens. I feel like every single level there's like at least 2. And like they take like minutes, it feels like, but they're like 20 seconds, but it's just a black screen with like the Aperture logo on it. It just feels like it's forever. Then we have City Skylines. I'm gonna give this game a B tier. I gave it a D tier last year because I got it for free without any of the expansions, and it was really like, you know, dull. But I got like this really good deal with PS Plus where I got like every expansion for like $60. I feel like once you get the expansions, it's a very fun game. I mean, I just love committing war crimes and killing countless civilians in this game. It's just so much fun. And we have Rocket League. I give this game a C tier. It's like, this game I like is fun, but like it's just like off and on. It just depends on your match. We have Ruined King. Ruined King is a League of Legends game. I give this a B tier. Okay, like now this game was good until you get to the ending. The ending is super bad. It's supposed to be like the epic showdown between like the characters in the game and Viego, who's an E-boy, and they hype this up throughout the entire game, but it's just like a really boring boss battle with like this really dumb gimmick where he just possesses your fallen teammates, and it's just really easy. I feel like the ending was just kind of lame, and I feel like the stories between all the characters were good, except for like Misfortune and Pike. Misfortune and Pike, they had bad character arcs that weren't very good, but I feel like Ari and Yasuo had really good character arcs. Yeah, and also the post-credit scene for this game is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
What the f was that?
Speaking of League of Legends, we have Arcane. Now, in my opinion, this show's a masterpiece. I like every single aspect of this show. The characters were very well done. Like, the music was a banger every single episode. I think they had a ton of original pieces composed for this, and it was just amazing. Like, they had, like, Enemy by Imagine Dragons in it. I mean, it was just great. And then you have, like, the story. The story is really good. I liked how they, like, spent time developing the characters in their childhood, like Jinx and Vi. I like that because most shows like wouldn't do that, and it makes it way more understandable for like people who aren't like avid fans of League and they don't understand everything about the characters. Yeah, and also I loved watching the Game Awards because they had a lot of these songs like from the show played. And I think it's funny how like people who didn't watch the show got super pissed off. It was so funny.
Stupid musical performances by people like Sting. Why is this ancient grandpa here at a video game award show?
All right, now we have Hitman 3.
I'm in.
Hurry.
A tier. Next is Crash Bandicoot 2. I know I should have done this earlier. But yeah, this game's good. I don't think it's as good as the original. Well, no, actually, it is kind of better than the original. There's way more, like, there's more mechanics, like sliding. Now we have Persona 5. I give this game an A tier. This is a very good game. I haven't finished it yet because it's like 90 hours, but I feel like it does indeed make you feel like you're in Nevada. And I will not elaborate on that because I will probably get sued by my school. Then we have Minecraft. Okay, this game is, I'm giving this an S tier, okay? I literally didn't give an S tier for last year. I don't know why. This game is awesome. I just love building stuff in this game. It's just the perfect game. There's just so much creativity in it. I mean, you can literally just build whatever you want. It's just so much fun. I feel like the new update with the caves and cliffs, like where they made the brand new generation, just really made this game perfect, in my opinion. Next up is Clash Royale. I like Clash Royale. Now, I like this game, but it's really stupid and broken. There's a lot of, pay to win stuff. Like I feel like every game I get someone with like an overlevel Mega Knight or like tank, and it's like ridiculous. All right, now we have a Hat in Time. Hat in Time is an A tier game. This game is really fun. I really enjoyed it. I think this game is very simple but has a lot of depth to it. Like there's only like 6 hats, but they have so many possibilities with them, but some of them are kind of useless, and that's why it's not an S tier. But I feel like the movement is pretty simple, but it's also complex. There's not as many moves as like in Mario Odyssey. There's a dive, an attack, a jump, and a double jump, and like a wall climb, and then that's like you can do so much with that. You can literally get to the top of the world with that, and it's really cool. All like the voice actors did a very good job with the game, and I feel like it's just overall it's just a very charming game. It does indeed make you feel like you're playing against Ari in mid lane. Now we have Overwatch. Okay, this game is just not good. I don't like it anymore. Seriously, they haven't updated it with a solid balance change in like I think 6 months, to be honest. Like they haven't, like they literally don't care. They literally focus on abusing women over making this game good, and they just abandoned it. I mean, it's just sad seeing how like this game has fallen so far. Thankfully, it was replaced by Valorant. This game is a masterpiece. Okay, this game is super fun. I feel like this game is one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played, but I feel like there's only one flaw with the game. It's not very fun for like a casual player base. I feel like if there were more modes like Overwatch where there's more quick play arcadey stuff, it would just be a perfect game. But honestly, this game's fun. It just feels like Overwatch back in the day, where there's so many combinations, so much like experimenting to do, and the way this game rewards you for your skill is really fun. I feel like the satisfaction it kills is perfect. I mean, every character is likable, and the lore is actually like, you know, interesting, like when compared to like other games. And then we have psychological damage. That's it for Gaming in the Pioneers this year, guys. Thank you so much for watching this series. I really appreciate all you guys have been subscribing and supporting me over this year. I've just been trying to experiment and try new things with this series, and it's been pretty fun. Just wanted to say thank you to all my friends at school for, like, you know, supporting me, shouting me out, and getting me more subscribers. In fact, I got so popular at school, guys, that I got a piece of fan art. Look at this. This is the best piece of art ever conceived by man. Like, look at this, guys. Just look at this amazing piece of art. This is totally accurate to what I look like in real life. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this series. I will be trying to make more videos next year. Like you guys see, the problem is that, like, I've been trying to make more videos, but like they've been doing construction on my house, specifically like over there in that corner over there, like outside. It's like extremely loud and it's really hard to film and stuff. That's why I haven't been making videos. But next year, since they're not going to do a lot of construction on my house, I'll be doing more videos. I have a ton of games to review. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next year.